Hey everyone, welcome back to another Anime Kingdom Bro reviews. You can see by the title below, this is on episode 11 of Tales of Zestiria the Cross, which means there's only one more episode left in the season. But of course, like you guys have been saying, that there will be a season 2 for sure already, and literally I saw on the YouTube page that they had the announcement video saying that it's going to be coming out next year in 2017. So I'm definitely excited to see, how everything concludes in this, and how, how big of a cliffhanger will we have going into waiting for 2017, because it doesn't say when, what season exactly in 2017. So I mean, I think I saw someone said it was winter 2017, so hopefully it is that, because I don't want to have to wait too long for this. Like, waiting one season overall seems like a good, length to wait for us. But if you have to wait more than that, I'm going to be kind of mad, to be honest. But overall, how do I feel about this episode? This episode was definitely more of a build-up episode. We did get a bunch of action in this one. It's more of a it's really just testing the ideals of what, our main characters have. Sode wanting to stop this war, that's pretty much what he wants to do. He wants to be able to stop the war from happening, and so does Alicia. They have their ideals, Alicia pretty much not wanting to fight anyone. She doesn't want to have her countrymen kill each other. And in the end, it does come to the point where it seems like, when she's, with General Landon or whatever, it looks like it's going to go bad for her. Her and Rose are trying to fight him off, but it's not working, and they keep coming to the point where Rose is about to stab one of them. She stops him, and then boom, she gets stabbed in the back. And this is where I was kind of scared. I know you guys said that in the game, Alicia doesn't have a big role, overall. She gets, I don't know what happens to her, but she just stops showing up later on. That's why I was kind of scared that they would change it up a bit and instead have it where she ends up dying. I am not going to lie that I was kind of scared they were actually going to kill Alicia, because I actually really do enjoy and like her character. Not going to lie here. Not going to lie. I know you guys said there's no romance in this, but it's a possibility in the anime they may change it up a bit. And I do like Alicia, so I was thinking when they had this, Sode and her had that talk, of course, Sode saying if the war does start, he's not going to pick any sides or anything, to which, I mean, the war kind of did start here, but I guess he still has hope for things to stop right here, so that's why he still fights in this one. But during that conversation, he says he likes her, and I was literally expecting her to kind of have, a blushing moment, huh? What? Misunderstanding, but come on. I understand this is not the type of anime that will have that. The game doesn't have romance, so I'm guessing it's probably not going to have romance in the anime. If anything, it would come in the latter half of the season, not right now. But yeah, that's kind of sad for me, because I was my inner romantic fanboy was kind of hoping for that to happen, but it doesn't really matter. I'm okay with not having romance in this. The action, the story so far have been pretty awesome, and it was definitely hard to watch, poor Sode have to go through fighting all of them. It was cool to see him fight, not gonna lie, cool to see him switch between all the forms, but seem exhausted, seeing him have to go through all of that, take on all of that malevolence to purify that whole force that was showing over there, just to see that that's just one portion of the battle going on. There's a huge battle, going on the other side, and guess what? At the end, a huge Hellion appears, which is a human Hellion, which of course is the Lord of Calamity. So that was pretty much the main thing that he has to end up fighting when we were talking about way back then in the beginning of this season. So it's definitely be interesting to see how the battle against the Lord of Calamity will end in the next episode. Will it be he ends up having to, will we have it where he ends up being him or just pushing him back? I'm not too sure. Actually, not gonna lie, I thought the dragon was the main enemy. Now seeing that the main enemy is actually this Lord of Calamity guy, he's just some huge ass human Hellion. That should be definitely interesting to see how this battle goes, especially considering Sode is super weak right now. He's exhausted from using all his powers throughout that one battle. How is he going to handle fighting here? That's the big thing, right? And another thing is obviously the big reveal was, of course, like I said before, I always wondered who was the wind seraphim that was going to show up. We see that there's two in the opening, and now we finally get to see the second one. He appears to, protecting Alicia. It should be interesting to see and learn a new character, see how he acts. I don't know if he just saved her because of her ideas of how she acted, or because she's a princess, or I'm not too sure right now. But it definitely be interesting. It's probably gonna have to do, like, he's probably gonna appear where, with Sora, and Sora is gonna have to use his power. So I'm guessing he is the one that's gonna be having a contract, whatever they're called, connection between them, and we're gonna finally get to see his wind form. It should be pretty interesting to see that. We've already seen the water, we've already seen the earth, we've already seen fire. So I'm definitely excited to see how this new form, what this weapon will be. What, you know what? Feel free to no. I was gonna say feel free to spoil me on what his weapon is, but please don't. I actually want the surprise to see how crazy it is. I know someone spoiled me on telling me what the Edna's weapon would be, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And when we saw it, it was pretty damn crazy. But I want to see this for a surprise for myself, see how it goes in the next episode, because I want to see as much exciting things as possible in the next one. The next one should definitely be interesting to see everything go down. Will Sora be able to fight off this guy? Will we see him transform with this new, air seraphim? What will happen with Alicia? Will she be able to stop this war from happening? What will happen with Rose? Because obviously in the opening we do see that Rose and Alicia are fighting a bunch of soldiers, so I'm not too sure if that's going to show up later on in this episode, in the next episode or not, but it should definitely be an interesting episode to see. It's probably going to be a crazy action-packed episode full of just some pretty crazy stuff that I can't wait to see how everything will conclude, since this will be the end of the first half, the first core, the first season of Tales of Zestiria the Cross, and see how it transitions. Like, will we have a huge cliffhanger, and how will that cliffhanger impact us on having to wait a whole season for the next season for this to be coming out? I'm not too sure. Definitely excited though. So yeah, that's all I got to say, guys. Hope you enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything I missed and you want to talk about, comment below as well. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more content. Really does help the channel. As always, anime watchers, feel free to comment your thoughts. How did you feel about this episode? How excited are you for the next one? What are your thoughts on what possibility could happen in the next one? What you thought about this one? All that kind of stuff. And as always, people who've played the game, feel free to comment your thoughts. I always like to hear what you guys think about how the anime is being, adapting the game. Was there a lot of anime original stuff? Because I know that Alicia is not supposed to be in the game as much, so a lot of these things should be different, I'm suspecting. So feel free to comment below, like, how many things we're taking out, how many things are anime original kind of stuff. Don't spoil too much, obviously, but yeah, feel free to comment your thoughts on everything, how you felt about this, how you feel about the next episode, how you think it's going to go, and are you excited for the next season after, I don't know, sometime in 2017. Feel free to comment below on that as well. And yeah, that's all I got to say, guys. So till next time, see ya.